All the different families of Dynalite user interfaces offer beautiful new ways to provide end users, guests, and residents with unified control over lighting, climate control, fans, drapery, and more. Plus, the new finish ranges, including the beautiful new metallic PVD materials and multi-gang frames that we launched at the start of this year, help you to create elegant panels which complement and enhance any interior design. So today, we're delighted to launch an all-new version of the Dynalite Design Studio. It's designed to help you quickly and intuitively visualize all of the different combinations you can make with our panel families and all of the finishes they're available in. It'll help you to show your customers and then create factory-ready artwork where you can add your choice of text, icons, and other engraving that comes straight into the factory. So let's jump in and take a look through all the new features that are possible and what it brings to you. So first of all, what you'll see is there's a brand new tab up the top in my Dynalite called Studio. And here I can see the most recent design configurations I've used, a shortcut to the most recently created panels, so I can quickly go back and open one of those to edit it, and some buttons to view all my saved designs and projects or to start a brand new design. So let's do that. We'll click on a brand new design and jump into the configuration window. So here we are in the configuration wizard, and this will help guide us through all of the different panel combinations that we can create, starting with our regional format, where for this example, I'm going to pick a European panel. Then we can see the families that are available within the European range. And for this one, I want to try and create one of the new combinations to show you the full power. So we'll go ahead and pick Revolution as our family here. And then I want to create a multi-gang configuration to show you how multiple modules can be edited at once. So in this case, I will pick a double gang panel. And then I can decide where to save my panel design. So I'm going to pick Kai's house and create some panels here. And now we can jump straight into the canvas. So here on the canvas, I can see what I created in the configuration wizard, which is a European double gang Revolution panel. But I didn't yet pick what kind of modules are going to go in. What you can see here is for each of the available module slots, I can choose whether it's a button, a display, or an accessory. And where displays have fixed locations, the configuration options will change to show me exactly the supported configurations that are available. To show you all of the engraving options, I'm going to create a double button here. So I'll just click on button in both of these modules and it will fill that in for me. Now, what you can see here is that I now have even more choices that I've made this configuration. First of all, just under the panel in the middle, I can customize the color and finish material of the panel I've created. So it's going to default here to Prestige in our new PVD finish. And I also have the choice for these two modules to choose how many buttons are available here. So on the right-hand side, I've selected our 2-button configuration. And what you can see on the left-hand side is that there are actually even more options that are available here before. So you can now pick between 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8-button configurations exclusively here in the Design Studio. And once I've done that, each of the available engraving areas, regardless in Revolution of the button configuration, you can actually use all of the backlit areas. Of course, you most likely would leave some blank when you have something like a 2-button configuration, but they're all available for you to select. So you can pick the exact placement and configuration that you would like. So let's pick on one of these. So I can click on this little dotted engraving area. And once I've done that, it gives me all of the different options that I can pick in this area. So it can be text only, icon only, and text or icon in a left or a right-handed configuration. Or of course I can leave it blank and choose no labeling. I can also choose where to position the text or the icon that's inside this engraving zone with a left, center, or right orientation and a middle, top, or bottom orientation. So let me go ahead here and pick icon. and it will open up the new icon library picker. So here you can see that with tabs across the top to look at all of the different categories of icons that are available by default. So general, lighting, areas, some dedicated ones for hotels, and more. And then simply by clicking on an icon underneath, you can place it into the engraving area on the top of the design. We do recognize, though, of course, that although we're continually expanding our icon library, some people want custom icons that match their brand or just have a different function than perhaps is in the library. So we now support custom icons here, and you can place them anywhere. We've included guidelines and a template so you can create your own SVG vector files. And once you've uploaded them, they will exist in your library here in the custom tab. So here, for example, are a few that I have uploaded before, and I'll pick one of those to put on the panel. Now we'll skip forward a little bit and show you what it looks like when I've filled out all the engraving on this module on the left-hand side. So I've got a nice mixture of icons and text. And what I didn't show, but you'll discover, is that the text can now be customized into different fonts, and we also support multiple languages there as well. And that's even possible on multiple lines. So if you have 2 lines of text on an icon and you want one in English and one in another language, such as Mandarin, you'll be able to select that by line or by part of the text as well for maximum flexibility. Now, I want to show you a different type of panel because there's one that was never previously possible to put labeling on, but has been in the Design Studio for a little while. So this then is our Antumbra display panel. And you can see here that even this has many different areas in which I can engrave with both text or a combination of text and icons. Similar to the Revolution panel, I simply click on these areas to select them, decide what kind of content I'd like to, which will be sometimes text, icons, or a combination of both, depending on the size of the engraving area. And then I will be able to configure it exactly as I did on the Revolution example. And of course, being an Antumbra panel, you can also rotate this, installing it in either a portrait or a landscape orientation. So we have this extra button now that I've selected an Antumbra down the bottom. Let me click and I can just simply rotate this panel. And you can see now that it's been rotated, the engraving areas change a little bit and the options that were available suit the size and orientation of the spaces that are left. That's a quick example. There are many more configurations that you can create. Users that don't already have a Dynalite account can create one simply online for free. And they, along with everybody else, will be able to create panels in the Design Studio and then come back and access them for future reference, share them with you as they need production, and create whole collections for a property, a project, or your building. And once you've created them, you'll be able to see them inside projects too, under this new tab called Panel Designs. We're really excited for you to try out the new Design Studio, and we have lots more ideas to evolve it further over time. So please share your feedback and requests to help us shape that direction, and stay tuned to future events for more details.